Hi everyone. If you are having trouble with SmartMusic and that you don't get the submit button sometimes, I'm going to show you some things that you could be doing that could be the reasons for that so we can try to fix them. So whenever you are going to try to find your SmartMusic assignment, make sure that you go to your class to find it. Don't come over here where it says find music and type in what you think you need. So go to the class and then we're going to look at your assignments. And I think it's easiest just to go ahead and click view all. And I'm going to look for a current assignment. So I'm going to click pending on the drop down that's going to pop up. And let's try number 20. So there are basically probably 3 reasons that could be why the submit button is not up there. One of them is if you change something about the settings, such as if I change this from 72 beats per minute to 100 beats per minute, notice it just turned red. And notice the record button just got an exclamation point in the middle. So it's showing me that there's some kind of problem. So if I click the record button, it's going to tell me that my current tempo is 100 and should be 72. And so then I have a choice. I can either go back to the original settings, so go back to 72 and continue recording, and then I should get a submit button. Or if I click continue anyway with recording, it's not going to give me a submit button whenever I finish. So this might be a common thing, like let's say that 72 is a little bit too fast for you and you made it 65 to practice a little bit slower. You would need to make sure that you remember to go back later and change it to 72. Okay, so just make sure you have any settings like that. Also notice that, let's say I turned on my part, the exclamation point came up again. So make sure that whatever you change with the settings, that you put it back unless you do have the ability. I know on some of the assignments I've told you that you can choose any tempo. So some of them are like that, some of them are not. So just pay attention to what the settings do. The other thing is whenever you're trying to get to your next assignment, try to make sure that instead of just clicking this arrow to go to the next number, if you have number 21 after number 20, go back to the assignment list. So this arrow would take you to the next number in the book. And for 8th grade, that is number 21 for the brass and woodwind players this week. And so that would be one way to get to the music, except that then it's not going to give you the submit button at the end because it no longer thinks that you're doing it for an assessment. So you need to go back and find number 21 and then do everything again, like open it up like you did before. And then it should work for being able to submit the assignment this time. All right, on this one, I made it so you can change the tempo. So I'll show you. I'm going to type in one, see how it stayed black and the little exclamation point didn't come up. So this one, you can change the tempo on it. Also, whenever you go through this, it's going to have the submit button at the end. So notice, yeah, it took us a few more steps to get from 20 to 21, but this way there should be a submit button. And one last thing that you want to make sure you do, whenever you get to the end, don't click the stop button. Make sure that you let the recording just play out automatically. So let's start SmartMusic, finish your recording instead of you clicking stop. So try these 3 things. So remember, one was changing the settings back to the original. Another was finding your assignment from the assignment list and not another way. And the third one was don't click stop, and see if that helps with getting the submit button. Let me know if you have any trouble and we'll try to figure out what else to keep in trouble with it.